Tell them I've always been like this. None of them, there's not a plan to redshirt anybody.
Okay.
That tomorrow morning, we already got the books made. Tomorrow morning, there will be playbooks sent out to each one of the kids. We send it out in small packages, so there's a general section that goes out first, which would teach them the base, how to get in the huddle, the personnel groupings, the formations. Then we'll talk on the phone with them 2 times a week. And then the next week we'll send them the day 1 installation, which are some of the plays, but we don't send them the plays first. And that will continue until they get here. It's the way that FaceTime, the way that social media and things are, we can spend time with them and really try to get them caught up and get them in position to help us next year.
Do you do it that way so they won't tend to jump ahead and get overwhelmed by too much?
Exactly right. I don't believe in sending them the whole playbook because Ricky will go right to the routes concept.
Where's the deep route?
And he won't even know what formations to get in. So it's, that's kind of the progression that you just want to teach them the right way so that they learn the system and not memorize plays.
Coach, how does this group of players kind of fit what you want to do philosophically on offense?
They fit very well. That's why we chose them. The guys did a really good job. Thad did a really good job. Luke with this offensive front. League's going to get us a tight end. So it went really well, and we got to select some guys. And on offense, it was pretty much done. It's been done for a while. We wasn't really looking for anything new that was going to happen today. And I think that's because of Ricky and Mike Epstein and Cam and Larry Boyd, Vadarian. Those guys are already communicating. They're already good friends. They're already connected, so that we were able to, have a pretty uneventful day today.
I see size and athleticism.
That's right.
What do you see?
I see size, I see speed, and I see competitive spirit.
That's simple.
Yeah.
These are 2 receivers, yet actually 3, but Ricky and Carmani, talk about those 2 kids and what they bring to the field for you guys.
Well, I think all 3, like I said, they're all 3 are fast. So they have foot speed, which is always good coming off the ball because you put more pressure on the defender. But they also have the quickness to create separation, and all 3 are extremely confident kids, almost on the edge of being arrogant, but I don't think they are. But I think you need it to go out and make plays consistently, in this level of play.
What foundation did you set today?
Well, I think with these 4 offensive linemen who are big and physical, like I said earlier, we were not looking for these 250-pound kids that are going to end up 300 at some point in their career. We wanted big people, and we got 4 really big physical players. I think we got 2 every down running backs, guys that can play down after down, run and catch the football and carry the ball, 25, 30 times a game. We got 3 really fast receivers. We got an explosive tight end and a quarterback that's could be one of the fastest guys on the team.
Talk about Lewis Dorsey a little bit. He was kind of overlooked a little bit, it seemed like.
He wasn't until late, and then things kind of picked up. When he was here on his visit, I think he got calls from some schools down south that were interested in him coming down there. But I think he just saw where he fit into the offense, and our ability to use him and use all of his talents and all of his skills, because he's the type of talent that can do a lot of different things for you. So I think that's where he fits in.
Same thing with Ravon Bonner, right? He started to get some late interest from some other programs as well.
I was told that, and I read on Twitter where he said, "I'm not changing," which I was going, well, somebody must have really went after him, but I didn't really know who it was.
What kind of back is he? What's he bring to your offense?
He's physical. He's a little bigger, but he's a physical downhill runner, whereas Mike's a little taller, but Mike's not as heavy. Mike has a little bit more foot speed, so I think that they both fit together really well.
Chance they're going to see the field early?
I hope so. I mean, hey, they're going to prove that. That's, who plays is up to them. Meaning every player on our roster. It's go to practice, earn your spot on the field. We want to win, so we're going to play the best guys and guys that execute the best.
Quarterback's a little tougher to see the field early. How much time do you think Cam's going to need to learn the system and be ready to play Big Ten football?
Well, I've been really fortunate. I had Reggie Bonifant at Louisville that played his true freshman year. He won, I think, 5 conference games. And then, obviously, the next year after that, we had Lamar, who won 5 or 6 conference games. So I think that, our way of trying to, send them the playbook on Thursday morning, which is the day after signing day, start the online stuff with them where I can FaceTime with them and start teaching them what's going on, spend 2 times a week where you're on the phone with them, making sure they're studying and learning. That's the way we can get them caught up. Then they get here in the summertime, and the rules nowadays allow you to spend some time with them in football-related activities. And so that gives you more time to teach them. Then you got 29 practices before your first game, walkthroughs involved. So I don't, Cam's a fast learner. I think he can learn the system fast.